Ever wondered what happens when the quiet man sitting next to you on a plane turns out to be a legend no one dares to forget? Wait till you hear this, you won't believe who the single dad in row 8 really was. Stick around till the end, this story will leave you speechless, and if it touches your heart, don't forget to like the video, share it, and subscribe for more real-life miracles that remind us of unseen heroes among us. The flight from Seattle to Dallas was routine. Passengers shuffled in, dragging carry-ons, sipping overpriced coffee, hunting for seat numbers. In row 8, by the window, sat a man with calm eyes and tired shoulders, a single dad named Ethan Cole. His little boy, Noah, no more than 6, sat beside him clutching a tiny toy jet, wings scratched and faded from love. "Daddy, when will we fly high like this plane?" Noah whispered, his voice full of wonder. Ethan smiled faintly. "Someday, buddy. Higher than this one, maybe." He looked out the window, a flicker of something unreadable crossing his face, pride, loss, maybe both. To everyone else, Ethan was just another father traveling with his son, polite, quiet, wearing an old leather jacket that had seen better days. But the flight attendants noticed the scars on his hands, the precision in the way he folded his seatbelt, the way his eyes darted to every sound near the engines. Not paranoid, just trained. Halfway through the flight, something unexpected happened. The plane shook slightly. "Turbulence," the captain said. But what followed wasn't turbulence. Out of the left windows, a formation of F-35 fighter jets appeared, slicing through clouds with silent precision. The passengers gasped, phones raised, murmurs filling the cabin. The flight attendant tried to calm them, but then something strange crackled over the cabin speaker, an open radio frequency that wasn't supposed to be there. A distorted voice came through. "Greater than, this is Falcon 1 to passenger aircraft, we're escorting you through restricted airspace. Repeat, maintain heading." The captain looked as confused as everyone else. This route wasn't anywhere near restricted airspace. The co-pilot radioed back for clarification, but before the flight crew could say another word, one of the F-35s pulled closer, so close that Ethan could see the pilot's helmet through the glass. And then it happened. The pilot lifted his hand, 2 fingers to the temple, a military salute. Then, through the calm, a faint whisper came. "Greater than, Falcon Zero, is that you, sir?" Every muscle in Ethan's body froze. He hadn't heard that call sign in 7 years. The air seemed to leave the cabin. Noah tugged at his sleeve, confused. "Daddy, why are those jets here?" Ethan swallowed hard, eyes misting. "They're just saying hello, buddy." The co-pilot came down the aisle a few minutes later, clearly bewildered. "Sir," he said quietly to Ethan, "the escort team just radioed again. They said, and I quote, 'We're flying in honor of Falcon Zero, permission to form up.' Do you know what this means?" Ethan sighed. He never wanted this day to come. "It means they found out." Flashback, 7 years earlier. Ethan wasn't a civilian. He was Lieutenant Colonel Ethan, Falcon Zero, Cole, a top Air Force pilot known for a mission that went down in history but never made the news. During a classified operation overseas, his squadron was ambushed. Ethan, against orders, flew back into enemy airspace to rescue his wingman whose jet had been hit. He took heavy fire, lost his co-pilot, and was forced to eject over hostile territory. For 3 days, he survived alone, protecting a wounded ally until rescue arrived. He returned a hero, but the cost was everything. His wife, unable to bear the anxiety and nightmares, left him. He left the Air Force soon after, choosing to raise Noah in peace, far away from medals and memories. Now, in the present, the past had found him, 35,000 feet above ground. One of the passengers recorded the surreal moment as the jets formed a perfect diamond around the commercial plane. The lead pilot's voice came over again, this time clearer. "Greater than, ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering why 4 F-35s are saluting this flight, it's because on board is a man we owe our lives to. Falcon Zero, the ghost who saved 3 pilots when everyone thought he was gone. Sir, permission to give you the honor you earned." Ethan's hands trembled. Tears welled in his eyes as the cabin erupted in applause. Strangers looked at him with awe, realizing that the quiet man in row 8 was someone extraordinary. But Ethan didn't bask in it, he just held Noah close. The jets performed a brief, missing man formation, one jet peeling upward into the clouds, the sacred gesture for fallen soldiers. Ethan pressed his forehead to the window, whispering, "For Jake." For all of them. When they landed, the Air Force had sent a small delegation waiting at the gate. Officers, old teammates, even his former commanding officer, gray-haired now but proud. The crew saluted him again, and for the first time in years, Ethan returned it. A reporter tried to ask questions, but Ethan refused interviews. He simply said, "I was just a man doing what needed to be done." The real heroes didn't make it home. As he carried Noah on his shoulders through the terminal, the boy looked down and asked, "Daddy, were you really a Falcon?" Ethan smiled softly. "I was, buddy. But now I'm just your dad. That's the best call sign I've ever had." The crowd that had gathered clapped as he walked out, not for a soldier, but for a father, a man who chose love over glory. And as the camera faded out, the narrator's voice closed with a message that every viewer would feel deep in their chest.